This interview is for information only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy shares in the company featured. Welcome to this Stock Box interview. On Stockbox this morning, we're joined by Professor Richard Conroy, the chairman of Conroy Gold. Hi, Richard, again. How are you?
How are you, Mark? Nice to see you.
Yes, we're speaking quite a lot regularly, which could only be a good thing. And we're following up this morning on the zinc results from infill sampling at Longford Down. And I noted from the RNS, values recorded up to 3,700 parts per million. 10 samples greater than 1,000 parts per million zinc. So I wonder, can you put this into perspective for us a little bit? Is this phenomenal? Is it really good?
It's certainly really good. The sort of background value that you would get for zinc is somewhere around about 20 parts, but we would normally take a base considerably higher than that, about 10 times higher, up around the 200. Because Ireland is fairly rich in zinc. It's now an international zinc province, and we tend anyway to take a fairly high baseline level from the point of view of exploring for an economic deposit. But these values are really very, very high indeed, many of them over 1,000 parts per million, which is really quite high. So we're looking forward to a follow-up on this. The history of the area is very much one of base metals, largely small lead mines, one of them indeed owned by Trinity College in Dublin, and still known locally as the College Mine. So it was quite a good mining district in that part of the Longford Down Massif. And indeed it was in one of the old mines there, an antimony mine, which has been going literally over 100 years, that the first gold was discovered in the area. And then we subsequently had this marvelous discovery of 40-mile gold trend. It's a whole new district trend for gold, really very large. And obviously that's the primary focus of our interest and activities. However, it does have this zone to the south of the gold, this zone of base metals. And were the gold not present, we'd be very, very excited indeed about the zinc. And indeed, we are very pleased to see these results. We've discovered a very large anomaly there, many square kilometers in size. And now with these high zinc levels, we'll certainly be looking forward to a drilling campaign. And there could be, if we're very fortunate, there could be quite a significant zinc discovery there. Now, it doesn't compare with the gold in potential or size or anything like that. But nonetheless, it could be of some substance. We know before from our discoveries of the Galmoy zinc ore bodies how that can result in a quite major mine. And indeed, the Galmoy discovery resulted in Ireland becoming recognized with subsequent discoveries as an international zinc province. So we are very pleased to have these extremely encouraging results, and we're certainly not going to neglect them. But they'll be in addition to the gold, and certainly not in any sense in place of it. We have a whole new gold area to discover. As you know already, 500,000 ounces in a small part of Clontimbret, much more to discover in Clontimbret. The areas around the Glenish results that we also reported relatively recently, the potential of Clay Lake, the potential of the rest of the area. So the predominant interest obviously is gold, but we certainly won't neglect these very promising zinc results. That could be a very useful and financially profitable addition if, in fact, they do turn out to reveal an economic zinc or zinc lead ore body. So we're really very pleased with it. And I must say congratulations to the guys concerned. We've managed to keep a lot of things happening and going forward, despite the dreadful COVID situation. A lot of things going forward in a corporate manner with our recent signing of the letters of intent with Deemer Export, and managed also to keep a lot of the technical things going. And I must say full credit to the guys for succeeding in doing this in very challenging circumstances.
Mm-hmm. So you weren't looking for zinc, but perhaps it was bound to happen that you would find it, considering that Ireland does have a very long history of zinc.
Well, it's not quite that we weren't looking for it. We were very well aware that the Longford Down Massif was a metallurgical area. We were aware of the fact that it had in the past lead mines. And so we've always looked at the base metal element. We certainly didn't expect to find such a large zinc anomaly. And we certainly didn't expect to find the sort of values that we've just reported. But we were very much aware of it. Whilst at the same time, obviously, our primary focus has been on the gold discovery. And quite frankly, we didn't expect it to result in a 40-mile trend with so many good targets along it. So I suppose it highlights the fact that this whole area, and we've got licenses covering over 800 square kilometers, so it's a very large area, that it has potential for both gold and base metals as well.
Yeah.
It's very exciting, very interesting. Also, potential, by the way, for stibnite, and stibnite is one of those raw materials which is in increasing demand as we move forward into the new green environment. So that's also quite exciting that we have it there. But our main focus, obviously, is on the enormity of the potential of the gold discoveries.
Yes, the enormity of the gold discovery. So, I mean, does the zinc discovery change anything? I mean, or does it just sort of add a bonus to...
Added a bonus, you're absolutely right. Maybe a very major bonus, but a bonus nonetheless, just as the antimony adds a bonus, and quite a significant bonus.
Okay, great. Well, it's great that you discovered that, and you're... Say again?
We're well pleased with it, and I must say congratulations to all the technical and field teams for managing to keep going and keep the show on the road despite all the difficulties of COVID. It's been a tough time for everyone in every industry.
Sure, of course. Well, that's good. It's good to hear that progress is still being made. So let's just talk about Finland briefly. Last time we had an interview, we talked about Finland, but you had drill targets confirmed. So is progress going on with exploration there?
Indeed, yes. We've some nice results there in the geophysics to complement the geochemistry that we've done. We've been further studying those results because the next major step there will be to pick some targets for the drilling program, which we hope to commence shortly in Finland. Again, depends a little bit on the actual circumstances, but what we have in mind is at least 2 drill holes, possibly 4, and they're certainly looking like very interesting targets. Now, they're very different from the Longford Down Massif. Here we're probably looking at some sort of copper oxide gold target. So it's a very different geology, but it's, excuse me, it's certainly got very considerable potential. Gold obviously has its ongoing attractiveness, but copper is becoming increasingly in short supply. And again, as we move forward with the sort of developments that are planned internationally and the changing outlook on metals, there'll certainly be an ever-increasing demand for copper. So if we can make a significant gold-copper discovery in Finland, that will certainly be considerable. We'll be very pleased with that indeed. And we hope to start a drilling program, if possible, during the course of the coming summer.
Okay, great. Well, we can look forward to that then in the summer. So let's just finish, as always, on a thought on your joint venture with Deemer Export. You said before they're very keen to press on, but of course there is due diligence that has to be done. Are you seeing evidence of this going ahead and progress being made from their end?
Oh, absolutely. They've really got on with things from the very first day that we signed the letter of intent. They were back onto us the following day to arrange meetings. They've moved very rapidly in every respect in relation to the verification program. We're really progressing along. We did have it as an agreement that time would be of the essence. We don't want any unnecessary delays. And certainly they have made time of the essence, and so have we. So matters are progressing very, very satisfactorily in that direction. I must say, very, very pleased with them. They seem very good people to work with, and they've certainly got on with it very expeditiously.
Okay, well, we'll look forward to seeing some news as and when appropriate then, Richard. But for now, Richard Conroy there, the chairman of Conroy Gold, thank you very much for joining us.
Good to talk with you. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this Stockbox interview. For more information, interviews and videos, visit our website at stockboxmedia.com or give us a follow on Twitter by searching @StockboxMedia.